So Chris, thanks for joining us today. Just a quick question to start. I guess we're in week 2 of the new lockdown. What's delivering PE like for you at the minute?
Difficult. We're going outside for all of our lessons, so we've changed our curriculum so that instead of doing dance or gymnastics indoors, all groups are going outside, and we're trying to maximise the use of the field, even when it gets, if it's a bit rainy, we would normally come in maybe, but we're sticking with going outside. So the girls so far have been doing finishing off the summer sports that they missed last summer. So doing some rounders, doing some athletics and basically running activities. And then this term now this half term, we are starting rugby for year 7 and football and football for year 8 and 9, but year 8 and 9 will swap to rugby. So basically it's rugby or football from now until Christmas for sure.
Fantastic. It's great to hear that you'll be doing rugby, and you mentioned before you'll be doing touch rugby and ready for rugby.
Yes. So yeah, starting off with very basic, the basic skills, basic fun games, sort of netball rugby type things, just ball handling and getting a basic understanding of the game, and then building them into progressing the drills along so that they can end up hopefully playing some kind of version of ready for rugby.
Great stuff. And is there anything that rugby clubs can help you with at this time?
We've got a really good link with Enfield Nations Rugby Club. We've got a lot of girls. We've actually got 1 year 7 who I spoke to them at the very beginning of the year. I said, has anyone played any different sports? Do you play? And one girl said, oh, I played tag rugby at my primary school. So I was straight on her and I said, do you want to carry on playing? So she actually has joined Enfield Nations. So we've got, and I said to her, she's now like the rugby ambassador for year 7. So she's now spreading the word, trying to get, once these girls start playing, she will be the point of contact. I'll say, okay, go and speak to Eva. She will be there, because I think that's the big thing, is the confidence to turn up that first time. And if we tell them that these are the rugby girls, we're a fairly small school, so they do know who these people are, and you point them out and you say, right, this girl, she's in year 9. We've had 2 new year 9s join during lockdown, just because of word of mouth. So they know that Enfield Nations has a lot of St Anne's girls that play there, so they do feel welcomed. They do feel, I go down there as well. My daughter plays there, so, and my husband is the coach. Okay. So that always helps very well in terms of communication. I mean, there are other coaches as well who are maybe dads of the girls that are here at the school. It is a community feel, kind of by default almost, which is really helpful.
That's great. And it's a really good point you make there about sort of a player going to a rugby club for the very first time, potentially individually, ideally with a group of mates. What's the important bit, do you think, that a rugby club can do to help new players come in and make them feel welcome, especially for those that maybe come from communities that haven't played rugby before or don't necessarily have parental support to get involved?
I think, just those first initial conversations, that buddying them up with another one of the players, getting them to kind of mentor or look after them, look out for them. They're always introduced. If a new girl arrives, they sit down and they welcome them. One of the things that helps with the kind of more of the, she's the first aider who's always there, but she looks out, like during lockdown, she put on bingo nights and things like that for the girls. So she's got a list of all their birthdays. There's a WhatsApp group, so they always send out birthday messages. Yeah, so I think it is very friendly. So I think from what they do is to just try and get to know the girls, speak to the parents, offer any support in terms of getting kit, so financial support as well. So if there's if they're struggling to pay for boots or anything like that, then that's there is a kind of a hardship.
Yeah.
That's all made easy, and of course we had some equipment here anyway through the All Schools. So I have given a pair of boots, for example, to keep to one of the girls who wouldn't be able to afford boots, things like that. That's
fantastic. And as you say, I think just rugby clubs being mindful of sort of the challenges for players to come in is so important, isn't it? So that's some really good advice there.
Yeah.
And thinking of, it might be Enfield Nations or some of the other sports clubs that will go in and work with St Anne's pupils, what are the best things that rugby clubs can do to sort of promote themselves within a school environment and to actually try and recruit players from schools?
I think it's getting either getting the coaches to come in. I know that there's talk of doing that now that the All Schools coaching person that's now stopped, and he was promoting the clubs, the local clubs, but now at the moment we can't have anybody in. But I know the club is talking about who would be available. Could anybody come in and do like a drop-in session for anyone who's interested, and then talk about it's get our rugby ambassadors maybe in their Ignatians kits to say, oh yeah, you should come down. When things are more normal, there's lots of social activities as well. So there would normally have been like a Halloween disco night for the kids and all that, those sorts of things. But yeah, getting a coach in but I think also just using our girls, because they're the ones who are going to be able to really connect probably more with our own student body. So if I could get them in their kit and do like a promotional day, that would be good, as the link. But yeah, otherwise just getting someone in who's in, just giving some, I don't know, leaflets out. I think one of the things is you tell the girls about it, but then you do have to physically give them something where they phone the coach to make say to your, take this home, get your mum or dad to ring Tom or whoever. They'll be expecting a call, so that we know that you've got permission to come. Sort out any things about cost, or there's no cost to begin with. It's all free to begin with.
And again, you make a really good point there, and we found this as well, that the power that friends recruit friends is really important. And actually that someone's more likely to go and join a sports club or any activity if they're going with people they know rather than themselves individually. So it's really good practice from the club.
Yeah.
And I guess just with, interestingly, you obviously working sort of with a girls' school there, what's sort of the biggest sell for rugby for sort of female pupils that you have? What's the bit that actually really engages them into rugby?
The ones that when you're doing a lesson, that you can see the ones that like really want to engage in the physical side of it, the like the energy side of it, the teamwork. And then you've got the ones who are like, I'm a bit scared of this. So I think that when they get some success, they just feel really confident and see that the game is really good fun, and that being relatively physical is a fun thing to do. Enjoy it. Yeah. I know for a lot of the girls who have been stopped playing full contact, they're like, can't wait to play contact again. They're missing that actual physical side of it.
Fantastic. And last question, Chris, from us is, what more can we do as the RFU to support you? We've talked about rugby clubs. Is there anything more that we can do to help you? And
I don't know. I think from just a possibility of getting some female role models out into the schools to do like a drop-in, rather than just relying on, all the coaches at the rugby club are men, so it would be good to have to be able to get a female coach in for a a promotional thing. But other than that, I think we've been really well supported. I think there's it's been really positive.
That's brilliant. That's really good feedback for us, and good to hear as well. Thanks ever so much for your time, and good luck with the rest of the term.
Thanks, Chris. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks very much. Take care, Chris. Bye.